disasters caused by These are called natural disasters: earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, floods, tsunamis, droughts, cyclones, etc. are some of the natural disasters. These disasters destroy lives and property when they occur. Earthquake. An earthquake is a natural disaster which causes the surface of the earth to vibrate and tremble. A minor earthquake may not cause huge damage to mankind and property. Severe earthquake may cause a lot of damage or loss of lives of humans and animals, collapsing buildings, bridges and roads, felling, uprooting of trees, etc. The intensity of the earthquake is measured in Richter scale. The earthquake can even break the land into pieces. Causes of the earthquake. Earthquakes are caused due to the high internal pressure within the earth. The earth is made up of rocks. The surface of the earth, which is made up of interlocking plates of rocks, floats on the semi-layer of liquid which is called mantle. If the plates collide while floating, the vibrations or tremors pass to the earth's surface called the crust. The effect of shaking or tremor is greatest at the epicenter, the origin point of the earthquake. These effects spread in circles from the epicenter. Later, they become weak and move away. The damage of the earthquake is very dangerous. In a second, the earthquake damages the lives of thousands of people, the entire city, destroys houses and roads, and leaves crevices on the ground. Safety measures. We cannot exactly predict the earthquake. The geographers study the earthquake-prone areas and mark them. Thousands of earthquakes hit Japan every year. They take precautions like building houses with light materials like wood to escape from heavy loss. Volcanic eruptions. Sometimes the molten rock called magma flows out to the surface of the earth through the openings of mountains. These mountains are called volcanoes and the openings are called craters or vents. This volcanic eruption gets cooled and forms a rock called igneous rock. The top of the volcano is bowl-shaped and hollow, which is called crater. There are 3 types of volcanoes: extinct or dead. Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. It hasn't erupted for thousands of years and will never again erupt in future probably. Dormant or sleeping volcanoes. Mount Fujiyama in Japan. This type of volcanoes have not erupted for many years, but there are chances of their eruption at any time. Active volcanoes. Mount Etna in Italy. It erupts often and leads to destruction. Safety measures. People are carried away to safe places when an active volcano starts eruption. During this period, people store food and water for a long time and the entire electronic gadgets are switched off. Floods. When it rains heavily, large amounts of water in a river or stream flows out onto the land around it. These are called floods. These floods make the low areas submerged in water for some days. Take place during monsoon season. It causes damage to are washed away, including livestock and human beings. Water becomes stagnant in the low-lying areas. People suffer due to unhygienic conditions and from waterborne diseases. Drinking water becomes scarce as water gets contaminated. There may even be shortage of food. Bihar, West Bengal and Assam experience floods every year due to the overflow of river Ganga and Brahmaputra. Safety measures. People should avoid constructing houses in the areas where floods are likely to affect. Every person should be made aware of proper drainage system, and garbage should not be thrown in drains and rivers. River banks should be repaired where they are weak. The electrical equipments should be disconnected during floods. Tsunami. Eruptions of submerged volcanoes, underwater explosions, underwater earthquake in an ocean create a tsunami. Tsunami is a Japanese word which means harbor waves. A tsunami is not just one wave but a series of very high waves or a wave train. The effects of a tsunami are devastating. More rarely, a tsunami can be generated by a giant meteor impact on the ocean. Scientists can estimate the time when a tsunami will occur anywhere around the world based on the depth of the water, distances from one place to another, and the existence of the volcanoes. Safety measures. People should move to places situated at high level immediately after the tsunami warning. People should avoid going near the sea or beach. People near the sea should also rush to higher places. It is better to stay away from the ocean till it is considered to be safe. Droughts. When there is little water in the rivers or no rainfall in a particular area, it leads to droughts. In many states, farmers depend on rain for cultivating crops. The scarcity or delay in rainwater leads to drought that results in scarcity of food. This leads to starvation and death of a large number of people and cattle. Some places of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka are in drought-prone zone. Safety measures. Reservoirs and water tanks should be built in such areas for proper water supply and to store huge amount of water. Farmers should avoid overgrazing by their cattle. By every person in drought area, rainwater should be preserved through rain harvesting. Due to this method, the water falling from the rooftops will be preserved under the ground for future use. Cyclones. A cyclone is a rotating mass of air with minimum pressure in its center. Usually, they are formed in the oceans and bring rains. Fierce winds which travel at great speed blow, flattening and destroying anything in their path. Cyclones uproot trees and electric poles and destroy houses. The coastal areas are the major prone areas to cyclone than other regions. Safety